Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you don't know by now, I am Butterfly Roz. I am here to talk about the Denise Matthew, aka Vanity Biopic. I think I may have an update. With just some information about the biopic, who is going to portray Vanity. And it's interesting because I also found out who is involved in the production of the biopic. You're never going to guess who. So everything in this video is alleged allegations, okay? I get all my information from searching the web on Google, reading articles, magazines, but you can't hold me responsible for any of the information that I put out there because I got the information from the people giving the information. But it seemed pretty legit. So hopefully it's correct. How many has been waiting for this biopic to happen? People underestimate Vanity, Denise Matthews. People say, she didn't really have talent. She was not like the best singer. I think people just show favoritism to her because of her beauty. And she was beautiful, exceptionally beautiful. If I had to have plastic surgery on my face, which I would never do plastic surgery on my face, but if I did, I would want her face because it is just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm very interested in her story. It's inspirational to see where she started and how things grew dark and then the light shone again. And now she has been set free from this world that we all still got to deal with. And she gave her life to Christ, and that's the most important thing. It's not how you finish. It's not how you start. It's how you finish the race. All right, so and I have some pictures that I'm going to share. Pictures of course, Vanity. Pictures of two ladies that is alleged are going to play her. I don't know if they're both going to play her at the same time or if one got the boot and now somebody's playing her. And then we're going to look at the two of these ladies and decide who do you think should play her. It may not be either one of these ladies. It may be someone else that you think should play her. And believe it or not, people have actually said that I favor Vanity. And of course, I had never seen that. When I looked in the mirror, I don't automatically say, oh, I look like Vanity. But the more people started seeing it, the more I started trying to look at some of my pictures, and I think, maybe I do sometimes. Even my daughters. And you know when your relative tells you that, because we see each other's faces all the time. So if anybody can see those types of qualities, um, it may be true. And I mean, if I do, I'm not complaining at all. But I just feel like it's quite ambitious. But I'll let you be the judge of that, because I also will put up some of the pictures that in my eyes kind of favor her. But anyway, if you're new here, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Okay? So this is not part of the butterfly ministry. This is just like celebrity updates. Okay? Whenever I'm interested in something. All right. So, the name of the biopic is supposed to be called Nasty Girl. So I'm going to read you parts of different articles. This one came out January 6, 2025. And it is from John Lowe from Niagara Falls. He's a Niagara Falls based reporter with the Niagara Falls Review, primarily covering arts and culture. I will put in the description box all the information all the people and articles that I pull information from, because it's only fair that I give them credit for the information. So the movie is going to be called Nasty Girl. And Nasty Girl, the Denise Matthews story, will be a musical biopic on the life of the former Niagara Falls beauty queen who found stardom as the Prince protege, Vanity. Filming begins this month. So, this month meaning January 2025. Productions. Okay. So, the biopic Nasty Girl, the Denise Matthews story, will film in Chicago and Atlanta, and is expected to be released in theaters on streaming by the end of the year. It will focus on the chaotic life of the former Niagara Falls beauty queen who found stardom as sultry singer Vanity, then became a pastor after nearly dying from her extreme lifestyle. Matthews died in 2016 at age 57. She'll be played by New Jersey actress and model Briana Cortesiano. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. So the actress' name is Briana Cortesiano. And the film will explore Matthews' early years in Niagara Falls, as well as her rise to stardom after being discovered by Prince in the early 1980s. The Kingpin Network project is being executive produced by none other than Matthew Knowles. Matthew Knowles, the father of Beyonce and Solange, and former Chicago reporter L. Pat Williams. Oh, I lost something here. L. Pat Williams. And Williams, he met Matthews when she was a guest speaker at her church about 20 years ago. So that's how they met. I had no idea my life would ever circle back to wanting to tell her story, said Williams. She was so pleasant, such a very nice and sweet lady. She spoke to me all but a hot minute. About 3 years ago in 2022, I just had this epiphany that Denise's story really needs to be told. Knowles met Matthews briefly backstage at the Grammy Awards when Prince and Beyonce were performing. Oh, wow. So she was there, huh? For me, she just seemed troubled. Born to German mom Helga Sink and African-American dad James Levia Matthews, the young Denise Matthews was a shy and she was shy. Okay, it cuts off. Okay, the young Denise Matthews, was a shy and bullied girl growing up in Niagara Falls who frequently had to hide the bruises she got from her abusive father. While attending West Lane Secondary School, she won Miss Niagara hospitality at 18 years old. She would then leave Niagara for Toronto and then California to seek a movie career, appearing in low-brow fare like Terror Train and Tanya's Island. Sorry, y'all. But a chance meeting with Prince at the 1981 American Music Awards turned her career in a new direction. Not quite a superstar yet, Prince was instantly smitten with Matthews and created the trio Vanity 6 just for her. They appeared on the cover of Rolling Stone together shortly after that. He produced their 1982 debut album, which boasted the crude dance floor classic Nasty Girl. Prince then offered her the female lead in his film, Purple Rain, but she left the production midway through the filming. And if you guys are keeping up with their story a little bit, so she and Prince dated, and of course Prince was still living that wild young man's life, and was cheating on her allegedly, and she got tired of it and she decided to break up with him. And also because he acted like he didn't want to pay her what she felt like she deserved. So what he offered her was an insult to her, allegedly, okay? The film went on to be a huge hit in 1984, and Matthews' life began a methodical slide into drug addiction. At her lowest point, she slipped into a coma, and doctors estimated she had 3 days to live. She survived, albeit with kidneys that had shut down, and disavowed her former life. She founded Pure Heart Ministries, traveling across North America to preach. With recent musical biopics like Bohemian Rhapsody and A Complete Unknown finding success, Williams said Matthew's story makes for a fascinating movie, mainly because it's a story of two very different lives. She doesn't intend to hold back on the dark stuff. We intend to tell the story of both Denises, she said, meaning she's going to tell Vanity's story and Denise Matthews' story, okay, which are two versions of herself. Adds Knowles. She had a very difficult childhood. Being biracial made it more difficult. We're talking the 50s and the 60s. Some of the things she had to endure. This beautiful little girl growing up in an era of time where kids sometimes would be abused. We're going to be very open. I think that's what moviegoers want today. They want to see us being authentic. Casting for some major characters like Prince is not yet complete, but Williams said a well-known model and actress will play Matthew's mom. She's especially thrilled with the relative unknown chosen to play Matthews. Cortesiano is a virtual Vanity look-alike who has appeared in episodes of The Blacklist and Wu-Tang: An American Saga. She is almost a dropped ganger for Denise, she said. But apart from that, she killed it at auditions. She really embodied this role. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a very heavy role, and we didn't want to shy away or run away from the tale of two Denises. Though the story inevitably ends with Matthew's death, it doesn't necessarily mean a sad ending for the film, added Williams. This lady was given 3 days to live, and ultimately, she wound up living 23 years after that, she said. Williams and Knowles plan on a limited theatrical release for the film near the end of this year, with the possibility for a Niagara Falls screening. It's on my radar, said Williams. I want to give that hometown shout out to Niagara. One thing about Denise, she always had that love for her hometown. Okay, and then here's another article. I'm going to show you a picture of the young lady that they named that may be playing Denise Matthews. But they sound like they're pretty sure that this lady is going to play Denise Matthews. Okay? And this is another article. It says an independent biopic about a former Prince protege and lover known in the 1980s as Vanity is going to shoot in Atlanta and Chicago in early 2025. Dubbed Nasty Girl, the Denise Matthews story The movie is produced by Chicago-based Kingpix Network and will star newcomer Briana Cortesiano as Matthews. Okay. And I've been trying to find out how old she is, but they're being very quiet and mysterious about this young lady. She's definitely young. So I'm going to put up her picture now. One moment. I'm going to place her picture up. If I don't do this a certain way, just making sure the audio is still on. So this is a picture of Briana. As you can see, she does look a lot like Vanity. If you can picture Vanity with curly hair. She is an American actress born and raised in New Jersey, and she is a graduate of Cornell University, earning her Bachelor's of Arts degree. She began her career as a model, appearing in multiple advertisements and national commercials. Briana is a Meisner-trained actress and studied at the British American Drama Academy at Oxford University. Okay. Oh. Lost my spot there. So that's one picture of her. She is definitely a beautiful young lady. Let me show you a picture with her hair straightened. So there's another photo of her with straightened hair. And here's a picture of her. I think she's in another film in that picture. You can see the familiar look. Okay. So it's going to be an independent biopic titled Nasty Girl, the Denise Matthews story. So I may be repeating some of the information, and please bear with me on that. But I looked at several different locations for information. Okay, so the Nasty Girl. So the movie production is starring Briana Cortesiano as Denise Matthews, known as Vanity. The film will cover her life as a Prince protege and lover in the 1980s. The movie is scheduled to begin filming in Atlanta and Chicago in early 2025. It will explore her relationship. It will explore her life as a singer, model, actress, and her relationship with Prince, as well as her journey to becoming a pastor after battling drug addiction. The film will be shot in Chicago and Atlanta, and it's expected to be released in theaters and on streaming platforms. Okay, the film is produced by King Pix Network. Sorry, my voice is like acting weird. And trying to find some information about her. So these are some of the cast of the movie. Briana Cortesiano will portray Matthews, and then there'll be Danny Glover, Claudia Jordan, and Eric Roberts are also part of the cast. The movie will touch on her romantic and creative relationship with Prince, her role in Vanity 6, her solo career, and her departure from Prince's orbit. The film will also explore her later life as a pastor and her ministry work. Let me go back to. So, Denise Vanity Matthews, the sultry 80s singer, model, and actress, was infamously attached to Prince, both romantically and creatively. Now, in the beginning, it was saying that Vanity would be portrayed by a woman, by an actress named Yara Nova, aka Nova, in the biopic. And Nova struck up an unexpected friendship, leading to her being handpicked and working exclusively with Vanity to develop the story and play her in the film. Okay, I'm going to put her picture up here. Because I do remember hearing about this, that there would be another woman. So from the beginning, I had heard that it was this lady here named Yara Nova. Now, when I looked at her picture, I didn't get a Vanity vibe. I had to kind of force myself to see it. But I really did not see it. What do you think? So now it's a matter of, are they both going to play different eras? Like the Vanity era versus the Denise era? Or did somebody get the boot? Well, in the years that follow, Matthews would dedicate her time teaching, shaping, and preparing Nova to embody the role. And during the pair's recorded conversations, Matthews spoke candidly about her tumultuous relationship with Prince and the roller coaster that was her life as Vanity. Initially, knowing very little about Matthews allowed Nova to form an unbiased and genuine understanding of the alluring and seductive pop idol currently in production. Fans can anticipate an in-depth, provocative look into the captivating life of Matthews. Nova's uncompromising dedication to the story's development and bringing the character to life, will deliver a powerful tale filled with high-profile characters and exciting events. Now, who do you think should play her? All right, here's a little info about her. Nova. Okay, first it says Denise Vanity Matthews was a pop culture icon who rose to fame in the mid-80s after the musician Prince took her under his wings, making her the lead singer for his all-female singing trio, Vanity Six. And Vanity would go on to appear in films such as The Last Dragon. Now, about Nova. Nova began her artistic career by way of professional dance and theater. She has acted in productions such as the Paul Newman's Foundation funded production of West Side Story, Succession, and Westworld, both for HBO. She also narrated the biographical audiobook on Denise Vanity Matthews and created the story for both novel and film. Okay, I guess that gives her a one up. So, Nova Yara was initially reported to play Denise Matthews in the biopic, with a press release mentioning she was handpicked by Matthews herself and had worked closely with her to develop the story. However, later, sources indicated that Briana Cortesiano has been cast in the lead role. And it appears there may have been a change in casting during the production process. Well, we shall see, won't we? So Briana, as of right now, Briana Cortesiano is set to star as Denise Matthews in the upcoming biopic. Okay. Let's see, therefore, based on the latest information available, Briana Cortesiano is the actress cast to play Denise Matthews in the Nasty Girl biopic. So, let's go back to Brianna's picture. Well, if anything, I hope that Yara was a good sport about this and loyal enough that she would be willing to, for the sake of the authenticity of the film, that she would put her feelings aside and share the information that Denise Matthews would have wanted her to share, so that the film, because it's information that Briana would not have, because I don't think she's ever met her. So that's Briana with her hair straightened. Let's see, is there any other? So an independent biopic about a former Prince protege and lover known in the 80s. Okay, dubbed Nasty Girl, the Denise Matthews story. The movie is produced by Chicago-based Kingpix Network and will star newcomer Briana Cortesiano and as Matthews. Okay, it seemed like it's just kind of repetitive. She led Vanity 6, a Prince created girl group, with the number one dance hit Nasty Girl in 1982. As a solo artist, she generated dance hits like Pretty Mess, Mechanical Emotion, and Under the Influence. She eventually broke up with Prince. Let's go to her picture. Audio. Oh, okay. All right. So, where was she? So she eventually broke up with Prince and backed out of his 1984 film Purple Rain. She told People magazine at the time, "I needed one person to love me, and he needed more." As an actress, she landed in films like 1985's The Last Dragon and 1988's Action Jackson. After becoming After overcoming a drug addiction, she became a born-again Christian and ran her own Pure Heart Ministries in Fremont, California. In an interview with Rolling Stone in 2015, she said, "I sing to Jesus for Jesus now. This gives me pure joy, worship. I apologize profusely to those I have offended deeply a million times over." Matthew died at age 57 from renal failure in February 2016, 2 months before Prince's death. Actors scheduled to be in the movie include Danny Glover and Atlant- former Atalantas. I don't know what that word is, y'all. Atlantans Eric Roberts and Claudia Jordan. The movie production company said Tashina Arnold is also one of the executive producers. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. And it says that Briana, sometimes they call her Briana Lily, and sometimes they call the Briana Casa, Tarina. She began her career as a model, appearing in multiple advertisements and national commercials. Briana is a Meisner trained actress. Okay, we read that part already. I don't know what a Meisner trained actress is. So now here comes the fun part here. I had lots more pictures of Briana, but they didn't, for some reason, they weren't the right size for the for me to put up there, so they didn't work. But okay, that's Vanity. I'm going to show you some pictures that allegedly, I favor Vanity in them. Okay. Now don't laugh. That's Vanity. Okay. And that's me. Okay. That's one picture of me. And forgive me because the pictures are not like, super best quality. That's another picture of me. Okay, that's a picture of me. And even though it's like in it, you could tell that it was in motion, you could still kind of see, and I don't have on any makeup at all in that picture. And then that's me again. I don't know. What do you think? Okay. But anyhow, that's all I have right now. So leave a comment. Let me know. Do you think Yara Nova should play Vanity or Briana or me? I'm just kidding. I am not an actress or anything like that. I'm just a regular juggler. But let me know. Do you think that's messed up that they would replace Nova Yarn? These names, I'm telling you. But do you think it's kind of messed up that they would have Briana be Vanity after Vanity had already handpicked the Nova lady? Or do you think, based on the photographs, that Vanity herself would have picked Briana if she saw her? Or do you think Briana absolutely deserves to play Vanity because she looks a lot like her? Go on Google yourself, Google her name, and look for some pictures. I'm sorry, the pictures, I had a bunch of pictures that I had selected and I couldn't get them to upload on here correctly. So I just shared the ones that I had. But anyway, I am looking forward to this biopic. I don't know about you, but I definitely will be going to see it. And I guess that's about all, other than don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And also don't forget to tell a friend to come to check out my channel and the other content that I have on here as well. Okay? All right. Have a great day. Thank you.